And welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this video. This video is entitled, James Gunn's firing. Now, as of late, there's been petitions on rehiring James Gunn back to Marvel Studios, and it's been a lot of conflicting reports about Disney meeting up with him. The Twitter outrage, a lot of his people not really supporting him no more. I mean, no, they're supporting him, but they're not on Twitter. And I'm here to say that I'm going to tell the fans this. James Gunn is not coming back. James Gunn is not returning to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I'm going to tell you guys why. If you guys got good business practices, whether you agree or disagree with what he said, it's all business. The reason why James Gunn won't be returning back to the MCU is because the Disney company is a brand. The Walt Disney Company. It goes beyond Marvel. Now let's go back in time real quick to a couple of instances with the Disney Company. Back last year, Jamila Hill, she works for ESPN. She used to work for ESPN, was fired because she called Jerry Jones a white supremacist. She was fired because she evidently called Trump a white supremacist, and she had so much controversy on Sports Center that the Disney company eliminated her just on those bases alone. Whether you agreed or disagreed with her or not, she was fired from the company. And Disney's policies, they would say enough's enough to Jamila Hill, because of her tweets and everything else. Then let's move along to Roseanne Barr. When Roseanne Barr did the tweet storm on her Twitter page, she was working for, again, the Disney company. ABC is owned by the Disney company. So with her tweets that she was doing against Valerie Jarrett, whether you guys agree or disagree, the ABC fired her, and Bob Iger, the boss, supported the firing of Roseanne Barr. So it's business, and a company like the Disney company, they hold standards and practices, and it's not good for business when you have your employees either spouting out racist stuff, homophobia, racism, or social commentary on these different issues. James Gunn is not the exception to the rule. People got to understand free speech, whether you're liberal or conservative. We live in a society that's more PC than we ever lived in before. So a lot of the liberals was happy when Roseanne was fired. It was a celebration. But then when James Gunn gets fired, it wasn't so cool no more. Conservatives celebrated Jamila Hill getting fired from ESPN, but then they didn't like Roseanne getting fired. So, and this is all from the same company. Are you guys following my drift? This is from the same company, and this all have something in common. All of it was Twitter. Every last thing was Twitter that has something in common with the Disney company. And so the Disney company has fired people based on Twitter and free speech and opinions. So opinions come down to what we like. How do you classify hate speech, pedophilia, racism, and everything else? So the Walt Disney Company followed a mandate. Now, if you ask my opinion, and people know I'm a liberal. I'm a very liberal guy. I'm not a conservative. I would have fired James Gunn too. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Because you can't have a man like James Gunn directing a movie like Guardians of the Galaxy, which is catered towards kids. The Disney company, these are small kids and family-oriented Guardians, and he's talking pedophilia on his Twitter feed, or making jokes, whether he means it or not. I would have fired James Gunn too. I would have fired Roseanne Barr. And I'm a liberal because Roseanne, what she was saying was not good for business on a national syndicate, on a national network. I would have fired Jamila Hill because, again, Jamila Hill, whether I agree with it or disagree, she shouldn't be spouting out certain opinions on. It shouldn't seep into ESPN, which it was. It was seeping into ESPN and Sports Center. I think that it's a separation I think if people want to do this stuff, they should do it on their own of time. But the stuff is creeping into the material. Therefore, and you have a catered audience, you shouldn't be working for the company at all. Do I think that James Gunn should have been fired? I don't want to, again, as a businessman, he had to go. We live in a society where it's pure PC. We live in a PC oriented society. And people need to be careful celebrating James Gunn being fired because it could be another person. It could be Steven Spielberg. It could be Zack Snyder. It could be anybody if they ever make a mistake and they slip, whether it's racist, homophobia, or just a joke or an opinion, you're possibly going to get cut loose. So this is the dangers of living in America, that you possibly could get cut loose for the opinions that you say. So I thought to do this video, people, like and share this video. Peace out.